آجا اصغر کی جگہ میری سکینہ سو جا، جاگتی ماں نے کہا میری سکینہ سو جا ہے، آجا اصغر کی جگہ میری سکینہ سو جا، جو تجھے خوف ہے شاید میں اسے کم کر دوں، آج آنکھوں پہ تیرے نہ دے علی دم کر دوں، دور کیوں بیٹھی ہے آ میری سکینہ سو جا ہے، آجا اصغر کی جگہ میری سکینہ سو جا، باپ کے سینے پہ عادت ہے تجھے سونے کی، میری گودی تیرے قابل تو نہیں ہے پھر بھی، ہے میرے دل کی صدا میری سکینہ سو جا ہے، آجا اصغر کی جگہ میری سکینہ سو جا، قید خانے میں جو آ جائیں گے تیرے بابا، خود اٹھا دوں گی میں شانہ ہلا کر تیرا، اچھا کچھ دیر ذرا میری سکینہ سو جا ہے، آجا اصغر کی جگہ میری سکینہ سو جا، مجھ سے دیکھا نہیں جاتا یہ تیرا درد جگر، یہ بتاتے ہوئے اچھا تو نہیں لگتا مگر، اب نہ آئیں گے چچا میری سکینہ سو جا ہے، آجا اصغر کی جگہ میری سکینہ سو جا، سلوات۔
درود پڑھ محمد و آل محمد۔ سورہ فاتحہ پڑھ لیجیے، بسم اللہ۔ اے سوگوارو آہو بکا کا مقام ہے، اب رخصت حسین علیہ السلام ہے، مہمان تمہارا جاتا ہے جو تشنا کام ہے، سر پیٹو خاک اڑاؤ کے ماتم تمام ہے، اب وہ صدائے ہائے حسین آئے گی، گھر میں تمہارے فاطمہ زہرا نہ آئے گی، اے شاہ کربلا تیری خدمت نہ ہو سکی، اے کشتہ جفا تیری خدمت نہ ہو سکی، اے جان فاطمہ تیری خدمت نہ ہو سکی، مہمان نینوا تیری خدمت نہ ہو سکی، جی بھر کے رو سکے نہ یہ گردش نصیب کی، مجلس یہ آخری ہے حسین غریب کی، اگلے برس حسین محرم میں آئیں گے، باقی رہی حیات تو یہ غم منائیں گے، اور فاطمہ کے لال پا آنسو بہائیں گے، گر مر گئے تو قبر میں ہم خاک اڑائیں گے، تیار قافلہ ہے شہ مشرقین کا، لو کربلا کو جاتا ہے کنبہ حسین کا، عباس با وفا علی اکبر نہ جائیے، جھولے کو خالی چھوڑ کے اصغر نہ جائیے، لے کر بارات قاسم بے پر نہ جائیے، ویرا مکان ہوتا ہے سرور نہ جائیے، آئی صدا نہ رو وہ عزادار آئیں گے، پھر اگلے سال اپنے بھرے گھر کو لائیں گے، بے چین فاطمہ ہے نہ آنسو بہاؤ تم، میں جا رہا ہوں روکے نہ مجھے کو رولاؤ تم، زحمت نہ ہو تو میری زیارت کو آؤ تم، تربت پا کے اشکوں کی چادر چڑھاؤ تم، مہماں جو کربلا میں میرے پاس آئیں گے، ان سب کی پیشوائی کو عباس آئیں گے، لو الوداع ہوتا ہے رخصت یہ تشنہ کام، تم رو رہے ہو ماہ محرم سے صبح و شام، کوثر پاپ نے ہاتھ سے دوں گا میں بھر کے جام، رخصت حسین ہوتا ہے تم پر میرا سلام، دونوں جہاں میں خوش رہو اور شاد تم رہو، اماں دعائیں دیتی ہے آباد تم رہو، ہاں عاشق و حسین کے آہو بکا کرو، زہرا کا ساتھ دو مدد مصطفیٰ کرو، حق محبت شاہ بے کس ادا کرو، اب کوچ ہے حسین کا محشر بپا کرو، لو اب وداع کیجیو آل رسول کو، دو آخری حسین کا پرسا بطول کو، اے شاہ کربلائے معلی سلام لو، ہم بے کسوں کے والی و مولا سلام لو، آقا سلام لو، شاہ والا سلام لو، اے فاطمہ کے چاند ہمارا سلام لو، رخصت یہ آخری ہے دل افگار آئے ہیں، مولا سلام لو، یہ عزادار آئے ہیں، مولا سلام لو، یہ عزادار آئے ہیں، اے سوگوارو ہم بکا کا مقام ہے، صلوات اللہ صلی
محمد و آل محمد صلوات اللہ. Today's Tabarruk has been sponsored by Sister Nahid Himmati, and please for their family recite in loud Nara Salawat. Allah. Please recite 5 times Amma Yujib for all Mu'mineen, Mu'minat, Shi'an Ali, and for your own family or in your own family and friends who are in difficulties. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amma yujibul mustarra iza du'a yakshifu sur. Amma yujibul mustarra iza du'a yakshifu sur. Amma yujibul mustarra iza du'a yakshifu sur. أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ. Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat. Please recite 1 time Surah Hamd and 3 times Surah Ikhlas for all marhum mu'mineen and mu'minat and your own marhumin, and for the ICZ communities, all the members marhumin, and for the marhumin whose name is written on the monument of Zahra, and for today's sponsor marhumin. Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat. Now I request Hadi Yasin to Molana to come to the number and address the majlis.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ. اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان اللعین الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین. الصلاة والسلام علی سیدنا و نبینا حبیب قلوبنا و طبیب نفوسنا و شفیع ذنوبنا ابو القاسم المصطفى محمد. وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى لقاء يوم الدين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. May Allah inshallah accept our amal, our dua, our morning and azah. For Ahlul Bayt inshallah recite another salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Alhamdulillah. Looks like this is the last majlis of azah inshallah for this Muharram and Safar. We ask Allah inshallah to keep us stable and strong in this path, inshallah, the path of Islam, the path of Ahlul Bayt, and let us achieve the major needs and achievements we need to have from this maktab and this deen, inshallah. We were following the topic of the relationship between personality and deen and religiosity of people. When you pay attention, you see that there is a significant correlation between our spiritual and mental conditions and our a'mal and our actions. Someone who is a timid person, easily being scared, you see the a'mal and the action of that person is according to that, and it's usually cowardly. Someone who is a brave person, the personality of that person is brave. The a'mal and the action usually is brave action and bravery. Sometimes in our lives, because of different conditions, different situations, if we are happy, we are sad, we are stressed, you see that it affects our actions in life as well. What is the role of iman here? Someone who has iman is a spiritual and mental condition. Someone who has iman, there should be a difference between someone who has iman in a'mal and action of that person and someone who doesn't have iman. That bravery, that strength, that honor that person shows in the a'mal and the actions. Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam said, he said, Allah gave everything to mu'min, all the tasks, all the efforts to mu'min to do what he or she wants to do, except one thing Allah didn't let him or her to do, and that is to humiliate themselves in front of others. فَإِنَّ لِلَّهِ الْعِزَّةُ وَلِرَسُولِهِ وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Izzah and honor belongs to Allah, to Rasul and to Mu'mineen. When you humiliate yourself, if someone is a very timid and a scared person, well, you are humiliating the path, which is Islam, right? Thank you. No, you cannot. You cannot humiliate yourself under any condition. That's haram and it's not allowed to do this. You see that according to the traditions that we have also in Quran and our riwayat and traditions that we have, one of the most important aspects of transferring personality, one of the reasons that we have this personality we have, one of the major things is virasat and the genes that we get from our ancestors. However you are, we have hadith that mention that however you are, your offspring and your children most probably will have the same personality. You see those people that they are leaders, usually children become leaders. Those people who are, introverted, usually children become introverted. Not all the time, most of the time. Those who are extroverted, children become extroverted, right? The genes would help. However you are today, your generation you will pass it to your generation and it goes to the next one. Nature and nurture, right? Nature would affect people. Another important aspects that affect, what are we talking about? The effect of the personality of us and our actions, our iman. One of the other important reasons, you heard about this, lughmay haram. Haram, eating haram things. Money haram, anything haram. That affect people. Affect the personality of people. Matter of fact, we have traditions that certain, for example, this says those who eat the meat and the flesh of predators, like haram animals, they have the same personality of predators. One of the aspects of it. We think, well, why Allah says, eat halal all the time? Well, Allah knows when we're going to learn and figure out scientifically what are the component of halal and haram specifically, besides the nutrition aspects that affect people, We see that hadith from Ahlul Bayt, specifically from Imam Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam. At that time they had a nurse, they had a wet nurse that were coming and taking care of, the wet nurse of Rasulullah, who was who? Halima, right? Imam Baqir says at that time and today as well, whoever, because they were breastfeeding the babies, right? The one that you want to choose to be the wet nurse of your child, make sure she has a husn khulq. She's a good-tempered person. Because through the milk, the personality will be transferred to your child. Make sure you avoid someone who has su'a khulq, a bad-tempered, because your child will be... Now we realize when Rasulullah says, be careful when you want to choose your spouse, who you're choosing. That's very important. And many other things, like, the environment, the mother herself, the father, the environment that we create, the womb of mother, where she is, how she is, all the environment effects, right? Which says, avoid majlis haram. Why? I'm not going to do anything haram, right? You should not sit down at a table that there is alcohol over there. Wallahi, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not even going to look at it. Well, it's still haram. Besides all other things, the effect of the haram environment on yourself. Have you been in a, dumpster area? You go there, you spend a little bit of time, you come out. If someone smells, it says, where have you been, right? If you be in a perfume shop, don't touch anything. Go there and come out. People says, you smell good, where have you been? You don't touch anything, just go there and come back, right? The effect of the environment that affects. Friends, friendship, the way that they talk to you affect your personality. Your friends, you have to be careful who you're friends with, who you choose. Then imagine close relatives, like father, mother, children, uncle, aunt, grandparents, how important they are. We mentioned that it's not necessarily whoever comes to deen, who become dindar and religious, is because of the khulus and niyat and because of sincerity. For the sake of Allah, we're coming to become religious. We mentioned last night, Islam says, no, you have to be careful why people become Muslim. Not to be intrusive, but in different aspects, we have to first, ourselves, we have to analyze, and other people around. If someone is going to be the leader, if someone is going to be the authority of somewhere, we have to know what, who we are giving our authorities to, someone who is who. You look at the history of Islam, you see that some people, up until today, some people selectively become religious, some people temporarily become religious. As long as it provides for them the deen, they like deen. As soon as deen stops and stop them from reaching the dunya that they want, they have issue with deen. Do you know how many people they left with Imam Hussein والسلام, from Medina to Mecca, from Mecca towards Kufa? They had huge caravan with himself. Imam Hussein had a huge caravan. It was not like 72 people. A huge people, a number of people came with Imam Hussein from Medina to Mecca, from Mecca to Kufa. The closer he was getting to Kufa, the more news they were getting, more people were getting away from Imam Hussein. Well, was he haq or not, Imam Hussein? Was he right or not? Was he Imam or not? Then why did you start coming with him from Medina to Karbala, to Mecca, from Mecca to... If he was haq, then you should be with him all the way to the end, right? If he was not haq, why did you start coming with him? Many people left Imam Hussein in the middle of the way. Oh, so you're not going to be the governor of Kufa? So we heard, there are a lot of things over there for us as well. So when we thought we're going to be with you, at least some money or position or something is going to be with us. So now, what is the point? So we're going to leave. We have someone in the middle of Ashura, the day of Ashura. Not among those distinguished 71 or 2 people. in the middle of the day of Ashura, he came to Imam Hussein and says, after the shahadat of the majority of the shuhada, and companion says, Ya Hussein, I promise you I'm going to be with you until the moment I can be beneficial. Now I'm not going to be beneficial anymore. Everybody's, dead, so I don't want to be dead. Imam, he was kind of looking surprised. I'm like, so, okay, so you can go, but how are you going to go in the middle of this thing? He said, I already hid my horse in one of the tents, so I'm going to take it and leave. This is okay, go, I don't need you. He's there until there's something for him, right? Even in the middle of the most important moment of the life of himself and others. With Rasulullah, many people, they came to Islam, they became Muslim, they were with Rasulullah, and they left Islam, right? During the time of his life, Rasulullah was still alive, they left Rasulullah. There's nothing for us, we thought there's something. Many people after the demise of Rasulullah, they left Islam. Temporary. Selectively. If I want to talk about our societies, Islam today, is it this way? That some people, they think there's a benefit for them in Islam that it comes to deen. We shouldn't let, as I mentioned, we shouldn't let anyone to be Muslim because they couldn't find anything else, anywhere else, any other shelters. Let's necessarily be Muslim. That's not a good way. I mean, everyone are Muslim to become, but we don't want someone who personality is so weak to become Muslim and leave the Imam of time in the middle of the battlefield, right? We don't want that. Do you think the reason that Imam Hussein والسلام, he went to Karbala with his companion and he agreed and accepted that أعظم musibah, the biggest musibah in the world, in the whole universe, the sky and the earth, was it for me and you to know Imam Hussein? How many of you guys said, it's for me and you to know Imam Hussein better and his companion? Raise your hand. What ma'rifah we want to gain? We know Islam, we know everything about Islam, we know Imam is just, we know what he's doing, we know everything about Imam Hussein, right? What do we want to know? The talab al-islah fi ummat al-jaddi. Okay, so how about us? How about us today? The talab of Islah to reform the ummah of Jad, it was at that time. How about us today? How? We're getting closer. How? We all know Imam Hussein. If Ashura was not there, we still knew that Imam Hussein is Imam, right? We still know he's the bravest one. He's standing in front of justice. As we say, Imam Hassan is the same way. And Imam Hussein doesn't have Ashura. Anything happened to Imam Hussein, we know that if Imam Hassan was there, he would do exactly the same, right? So it's not about knowing Imam. We know our Imams. They're all the same. They all do the same thing, right? If Imam Qasim was at the same time, same location in Karbala, he would do exactly the same thing. It's not necessarily to know Imam. It's to know the enemies of Imam. It's to know the characteristics of the enemies of Imam Hussein ﷺ. To see what is on the other side. To learn that, to hate it, and to get away from it. It's very important. To learn it, to recognize, to hate those personality, and to run away from it. This is very important. Where do you become surprised and so find it so strange in Karbala? Because Imam Hussein was so, adamant to follow the path of Allah. No, he's Imam, of course. Because Abu Fadl Abbas, he didn't leave Imam. So he's Abu Fadl, he has to stay with Imam. Right? Because Ali Akbar accepted to be sacrificed for Imam. No. Because Zainab al-Kubra, she was very patient. No, we know all these things about them. Where do you become so surprised? How come they don't have enough mercy that they kill 6-month-old baby? How come you kill children? How come you hurt children? How come you hurt father? That makes you surprised and you wonder and you hate everything, right? Otherwise, well, okay, Imam, of course, Imam is like this, the children of Imam. Habib, of course, you know Imam, you should go with Imam. You become so surprised when you see it has never happened in the history of Islam that some people hurt children in war. That makes you hate those people, right? Taballa and tabarra. Of course, when you see the ugliness, it helps you to recognize the beauties more and more. Right? When you see on the other side how horrible they were, you look at the characteristics of companion Imam Hussein and Imam Hussein and Ahlul Bayt, and you recognize how beautiful they are. Because you recognize the ugly part on the other side as well. When you look at yourself, and all of us, we have to see this too here, that Imam Hussein, he wanted to show us the characteristics and personality of those horrible people. Imam Hussein didn't want to tell us, brothers and sisters, see how good I am, by the way. Na'uzubillah. You see my ashab, they're very good people. No. He wanted to tell us, get together, make sure, recognize the wrong characteristics of those people, get away from them. And of course, these are good characteristics, make sure you practice this as well. If we are not like the ashab of Imam Hussein, that's fine. Make sure you have none of the characteristics of the army of Imam Yazid. You can work on yourself to gradually become like the ashab of Imam Hussein. But you cannot stand to have a little bit of the characteristics of the enemies of Imam Hussein in Karbala, right? You hate it. You mean I become even this much like Yazid, na'uzubillah, like Shem, like Khuli? I hate it. When it comes to Habib and Burair and Zuhair, inshallah, we're going to work on ourselves to be like that. Gradually, yes. But on this side, it doesn't have gradually. Immediately you have to hate it and you have to run away from those characteristics. You get my point? That's the difference in personality. I don't even want to have anything shared with those barbaric, savage people that they stood in front of Imam Hussein in Karbala. And you know, the majority of those personality and characteristics might be around us as well. We have to be careful. That's what Imam wanted to say. Hey, if even we want to reform the ummah of Jad, if we want to see and so on, so you have to get away from the issues. No matter how healthy you eat, no matter how many days a week you go practice and exercise and everything you want, right? If there are viruses around you and your area are contaminated, you will get sick. Don't you? The healthiest person in the world, put them somewhere contaminated, give them wrong, contaminated water, you're going to get sick. First, get away from what? Those issues, and then strengthen your characteristics and personality as well. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Look at yourself. The hadith says one of the alamat and the signs of mu'min is that they love the ziyarat of Imam Hussein on a good side here. Not because they thought about this, not because they put pieces together. So Imam Hussein, he was like this, he did this, mashallah, and he was the imam as well. It was very good, so I love to go to ziyarat. Do you calculate this way? No. You don't know why. Alamat of mu'min is that they don't know why they love to go to ziyarat of qabr of Imam Hussein. What attracts that person? This characteristic that comes here. The day of Ashura, one of the amal of the day of Ashura, is not to say 500 times Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. It's one of the amal 1,000 times you have to say Allahumma al-an qatalat al-Hussein. 1,000 times you have to say, Ya Allah, you curse the enemies and the murderers of Imam Hussein. You don't say, Ya Allah, give khair to companion of Imam Hussein. What does it tell you? Recognize the wrong and bad characteristics of those people. Make sure you get away from those people as well. It's not necessarily for the shafa of the heart of Imam Hussein that we say Allahumma al-an qatalat al-Hussein. Not necessarily. It's for the sake of me to know حرب لمن حاربكم. عدو لمن عاداكم. I'm the enemy of the, I'm not the enemy of Yazid, I'm not the enemy of, Khuli. If I'm the enemy of those characteristics, they're not here anymore. What am I enemies of who? Enemies of? Of what? Enemies of what? What made them to be Khuli and Yazid and Shimr? Their personalities, their characteristics. That runs throughout the history. If not that person, another one. If not that, Pharaoh. If not Pharaoh, Namrud. If not Namrud, someone else. And go on and on up until today, right? Shimr and Yazid is not for that time. We have all the time. I have to recognize the characteristics of those people to get away from that. That's why Ashura is alive. That's why you're sitting here. We know the path of Imam Hussein is alive, definitely. The Imam of our time, Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wassalam. We know that. But on the other side, we have to recognize who are they, what they are. One of the major issue of Muslimin, let me tell you what, up until today, you can see it around the world, mashallah, many of these Islamic states and countries. They know Iman and Taqwa. They don't know Kufr and enemies. They don't know how Kufr comes and deceive them. No, we are improving our so-and-so by being dedicated to Kufr. Because you don't know Kufr, how it works. Because you don't know. Because you think whoever comes and says, yes, I'm Muslim, come and follow me. It says, let's go kill Hussein for the sake of the Khalifa to Rasulullah, Yazid ibn Muawiyah, right? It doesn't work this way. You have to be al-mu'minu kayyis. Mu'min is smart. Mu'min is smart. Quran says, kullun ya'malu ala shakilatih. You all work and act based on your shakilah, means your structure, your personality. You work based on your personality. Make sure that is structure. That personality is what? That personality is influenced by Iman and Deen. That can help you. It can help you. Let me remember the other night we said why Quran says Hudan lil muttaqeen, not Hudan lil mu'mineen, right? We mentioned because of that personality. Another ayah of Quran says here, very interesting. This Quran la yazidu zalimina illa khasara. Quran doesn't add anything to zalimin and transgressors except make them more into this issue and problems and khasara and damage that they have. Quran put them more into damage. What makes them? Is it really Quran put them in damage? No, the same Quran that is hudan lil everyone, right? What makes zalimin to be more in a status of loss and damage? What makes them? Their own characteristics and issue. Because of the characteristics of oppressing others, hurting others, influencing others negatively. Because of that. Quran, the same words. The same, from the beginning, 6,060 something, 1,000 ayah of Quran. 114 surah of Quran is for everyone. How come one person read the same ayat, become, guided? One person read this ayat will be more into khasara and issue and damage. It's something about those people. Quran is nur for everyone, right? Some people, they might dislike you just because you are religious. I don't know if you have noticed or you have seen anyone or not. I don't want to use the word hate sometimes. They just don't like you because of what? Come on, I don't know. You belong to 1,000 years ago. It's 2019. As if, they came from the Mars, so we're from somewhere else. They just don't like you because you go to center. Because you do azaf for Ahlul Bayt. They don't like the scholars because they are the guardian of Islam. They just hate scholars. A lot of people. Not a lot compared to on the other side, What makes these people? How come someone sees someone mu'min, look at the face of mu'min, and become so, happy to see the face of mu'min? Someone see the face of mu'min, become so angry to see the face of mu'min. So it's the same mu'min. What affect these people? What is within themselves, personality issue. Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam, he is one nur and light. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Imam Hussein is the whole nur, is the whole guidance. He attracts some people to him, but some people, na'uzubillah, hate him and they go against him and they kill him and his family and everyone. There's nothing wrong, na'uzubillah, with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. There's wrong with their issues and as you heard, they said, remember, it says, لُغْمَيْ haram, it says what? فَقَدْ مُلَعَتْ بُطُونُكُم مِّنَ الْحَرَامِ. Your stomachs are full of haram, that's why you don't get this light. Don't get this light. So it's very important. So I look at myself. The whole message that we have this night is that I look at myself. So how much I'm influenced by Iman. Usually you can't measure your Iman. You can't. Help me. How do you measure your Iman? How many rakah salat you recite? And you say. It might be the salat al-layl, someone might be used to it. Fasting, might be used to it. How do you measure Iman? How do you say someone has more Iman than the other one? How do you do it? Help me. How do you measure taqwa? What is it? Is it like, the bar goes up and this is okay, so taqwa is higher than the other one? How? Where? How? How can I see someone's have more taqwa than others? How? Give me more example. In what do you recognize? Controlling your nafs. Like what? Like what? Break it down. Narrow it down. Like what? In your daily life. What do you hear about the life of Ahlul Bayt? You say, wow, amazing. How could they, helping poor and needy. What else? How could Zainab Salaam be so patient? Right? How could they be so patient, so strong? So how could they be? You go to details of their personality, then you compare yourself to that person. This is who they are, where we are. Usually you don't go to Salat of Amir al-Mu'mineen. MashaAllah, the Salat of Amir al-Mu'mineen and my Salat I have to. You go to what? The characteristics of Amir al-Mu'mineen, what he did for the sake of Allah and what am I doing for the sake of Allah, right? You go to detail of their personality. Taqwa shows itself in what? In action. Your daily personality, your work. The quality of your amal, your behavior, that shows taqwa, right? Imagine someone is not polite at all. So something, he says, praise all the time, mashallah, and fasting. He says, no, something is wrong here. You should be polite. You have to respect your parents, you have to respect elders, you have to What is the difference here? This personality comes and shows itself. The important part, the action. So from tomorrow or maybe tonight, the reason I'm saying is this. From tonight, whatever you want to do, which is according to your personality, pause a little bit, think about Islam, and think about it. So I'm going to yell right now. I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to not be patient today right now. How does it work? So is Iman is coming and help me? So if I didn't have this Iman, I would probably be the same. If I was not Muslim, I would be the same. What can I do? I bring Islam and this Iman to filterize it so I can change my personality, my effect. We have through du'as, and Ya Allah, help me become, change the nature of myself, be soft nature. Imam Sajjad in Saif Sajjadiyya said, help my nature. I want to have soft nature with people. He's asking to Allah change it, for us to teach us to say, Allah change it. The whole reason I brought this topic is this. From tonight, whatever we want to do, pause a little bit. Think about this. Well, this is my whole thing. I am who I'm doing right now. I am the tone of my voice. I am the behavior and personality. How can I have Islam comes here and help me? Little bit. Based on your love, little bit help me. If you wanted to yell with 20 decibel, bring it to 15. How about that? bring it to 10, right? So at least Iman came and helped me a little bit, right? For those people, they want to quit smoking, vitamin D, This is okay. If you were doing, 20 times, at least make it, 15, 10, gradually bring it down. Somehow I have to see that something is working in me, right? Islam is helping me somehow. I'm getting away from, then that's another whole lecture to say the characteristics of enemies of Imam Hussein, what they did. We talked a little bit about, who they were, what they did. And let me tell you something. I'll quickly wrap it up. Imam Hussein, when you look, see, he didn't expect enemies. He was not surprised by his enemies, why they are coming to kill him, to stand in front of him. He didn't complain, why you're not. He's asking them to show us who they are. But Imam ﷺ is more complaining about those who saw him and they didn't come to help him. Who Imam complained, Shem, why you're standing in front of me? Amir al-Mu'mineen, in his words, he says, I wish I had more Salman, more Abu Dhar. He doesn't say, I wish Muawiyah was not there. Well, enemies are always there. Imam is more complaining about why you guys invited me, you guys wanted me, you sent a letter to me, you were supposed to be on my side and help me. Those who were supposed to help. Enemies are enemies. Zalimeen and transgressors are zalimeen. Oppressors are oppressors. We don't expect anything from them. Who we expect? The friends. We expect from friends. Why did you do that? One of the worst characteristics of these people, who? Those who were supposed to come and help Imam Hussein and they didn't come to help. We don't usually pay attention to this group, right? We either pay attention to the enemies of Imam Hussein, horrible people, or the companion of Imam Hussein. These two, right? We forget we had the third group that were supposed to join Imam Hussein, who they knew Imam Hussein and they didn't help Imam Hussein. If I tell you they are equal or worse than those who stood in front of Imam Hussein, it's not too much. You're supposed to help your Imam of time. One of the worst characteristics of these people is that they leave the Imam of their time in the most critical and sensitive time. We don't want to be like that. They are happy that they're not as bad as those who have sword against Imam Hussein. They think they're good. Alhamdulillah, we're not like them. They don't know by not helping Imam Hussein, you're already on that side. Muawiyah said to many people, and Yazid, they wanted to bribe them and says, all right, if you don't want to help us, that's fine. We're happy with you. Take this money, don't help Hussein. Take this money, don't help Hussein. But on this side, we don't accept this. You have to help Imam Hussein. You have to help Rasulullah. You have to be with Islam. If you be quiet, you're going to be punished at the day of judgment while you were quiet. بی گناهان را به گناه گناهکاران عذاب میکنند. Those who are sinless will be punished because of the adhab and the sins of those who committed sins. You have seen them that are committing sins and haram. Why didn't you do maruf? Why you didn't go tell them? We have many traditions about this. They punish those who didn't do anything wrong. They just watch, saw it, and they were quiet. You have seen your friends did this. Why you were quiet? Why you didn't say anything? Why you didn't invite them to khair? Islam is very interesting and complicated at this aspects, that it's not just about whatever we do. Those people who didn't support Imam Hussein. Let me tell you something interesting. I'm sure, mashallah, you guys, you will never be among those who stood in front of Imam Hussein والسلام, took their swords and they wanted to kill Imam Hussein. It is impossible almost. Look at your heart. Impossible. Full of the love of Imam Hussein والسلام. When I sometimes look at you, I sincerely feel amazed and greedy towards you guys, mashallah. Sometimes I tell myself, so if you were not Molana, if you were not a scholar, would you have come, every night to this majlis? Hadith and Nafs. As these brothers and sisters come every night, 2 months they came to majlis of Imam Hussein. We have to all, That comes from your iman. That comes from your passion. Inna lil Hussein hararatan. That harara and passion in your heart that comes to Majlis Imam Hussein. This is the good news. You will never be among those people who stood in front of Imam Hussein to kill Imam Hussein and companion of Imam Hussein and children and family of Imam Hussein. Look at your heart. Alhamdulillah. Full of love. Many of you guys, if not all of you guys, you wish you were in Karbala to give your life and sacrifice yourself and everything. Babi anta wa ummi. Everything for the sake of Ali Asghar of Imam Hussein, not Imam Hussein, right? I wish I was in Karbala, so I was in front of the whole Bala, so Ali Asghar would be fine, right? Not Ali Akbar, Ali Asghar 6 months old. This is your heart, this is your wish. But we have to be careful not to be among those who were supposed to be with Imam Hussein and they didn't help Imam Hussein. That is dangerous part. And that goes with personality. Why am I saying it? Because many of those who were supposed to help Imam Hussein and they didn't were among the good companion and friends of Imam Hussein. Remember the name Teremma? I told you some weeks ago. Teremma is one of the companions of Imam Hussein. In the middle of the way, he came to Imam Hussein and says, I can bring a lot of, he really loved Imam Hussein. I can bring a lot of good people for you to fight for you. And Imam Hussein, okay, so stay with us. I said, Ibn Rasulullah, I bought new things, a few things from my family. Behind these mountains are my family. I'm going to go grab, take these things to my family. Quickly, I'm going to come back. And he was right. He really sincerely said that. Imam said, well, if you want to go, go. Make sure you come soon. He left. When he came back, the sun was on the spears. He came late. When Hussein says go, that means don't go. That means stay with us, help us. He came back. He was right. Isn't it dangerous? He was right. He says, I'm going to bring a lot of people. You have seen him that he needs you. You have to be with him. It's even one level above what I said. They saw Imam Hussein needed help and they didn't help. He came to help, but he was late. We have to be afraid of this, not to be among these people. Do you see my point now? This is an advanced level of Ashura. I told you, you're not going to be among the enemies at all, inshallah. But we have to be careful. The Hussein of our time, when he comes, none of us, inshallah, we're not going to stay in front of Imam Zaman. It's just we're going to kill Imam Zaman, na'uzubillah. No, we're not going to do that. We can't wait to see Imam Zaman even our dream, right? But what if he comes and he says, Hal min nasirin yansuruni? And I'm like, I'm going to come back. Inshallah, in my business, inshallah, few things. Let me check my bank account, give it to my wife and my children, I'm going to come back again. What if that makes me late? Shaitan comes here in this between to ruin this personality aspects. You know why I'm talking about this topic? I said the other night, because I see yourself advance in the hubb of Imam Hussein. Otherwise, I would still, brothers and sisters, salat, make sure, we pray as well on time, and then don't backbite, and then ghaibah as well. No, we're in a different class right now. We're in more advanced class. What made those people to stay with Imam Hussein and to sacrifice their life for the sake of Imam Hussein? They were on time, passionate, loyal. Nothing could interrupt between the love of themselves and Imam Hussein. Nothing. Not dunya, not wife, not children, not family, nothing. That passion. Because of what? Those people, most probably, personality of the Shuhada of Karbala was so loyal. Beside the iman of them, beside anything else. Personality-wise, they're loyal. Zuhair ibn Ghayn Hilali, right? This personality is that his wife talked to him and says, you're going to leave Hussein in the middle of this? Come on. No, I'm not going to leave Imam Hussein. What we know about Imam Hussein, what happened after the Shahada of Imam Hussein, the Karbala, they didn't know that these things. They didn't see these things. They didn't see Arba'in Waqt 30 million people are going to. They just saw Imam Hussein and they were mesmerized by seeing him. That's it. And they sacrificed their life for him. We want to walk towards that side. But the condition was what? To get away from the wrong and dark characteristics of the enemies of Imam Hussein. So what we have to do, list those things, compare myself. If I have this much of those personality, I have to be scared. What can I do to get rid of these things? I don't want it. Not even this much. Me and Khuli, me and Harmala, we have this much in common. Astaghfirullah, na'uzubillah. You see the ugliness of this now that I picturize it for you? It's horrible. I don't want to have anything in common with them. The jealousy, and I want to be jealous as well. Astaghfirullah. Because of, you know what? No, here's the thing. I hope you can get it. This is not really right what I'm saying. Not for the sake of Allah, not for the sake of Iman. Just because I hate those people, I don't want to have anything in common with those people. Did you get my point? I don't even know who is Allah, who is it. Just because I love Amir al-Mu'minin, I love Imam Hussein, I want to practice this. And I love the God of Imam Hussein, the God of Amir al-Mu'minin, who is Him, Allah, that they are sacrificing themselves for the sake of Him. May Allah bless you all. Sincerely, I'm saying it. Look at your heart, alhamdulillah. How blessed you're all coming to this majalis, being the zina and adornment and beauty of Majlis of Imam Hussein. You didn't leave Imam Hussein in these 2 months. The only thing you could do, at least you could do, come here, participate in majalis, sitting here, listening to this majalis and, azah and everything. Sometimes you were tired, sometimes you were pushing yourself to come. Inshallah, no, I have to go Majlis of Imam Hussein. They recorded every single little of those moments, wallahi. At the day of judgment, when you truly need it, they will play it for you. When you're in your grave, I'm not even talking about dunya, how they're going to help you in dunya. We know that how they help in dunya. When they put us in the grave, they put you in the grave. It happens to all of us. When Imam Hussein comes and says, what's going on? Halman, what did you do? Man Rabbuk, man Imamuk. Imam Hussein comes and says, he is with us, she is with us. Forget about it. We have tradition about this. Hazrat Zahra, the day of judgment, one of the name of Fatima is this. Fatima. She comes like a bird pick, from the ground, the seeds. She comes and picks the muhibbeen of herself at the day of judgment in Ashura. Play the video. He was tired, she was tired. They came to Majlis of Imam Hussein. They controlled themselves. They said, for the sake of Imam Hussein, I'm not going to do this. For the sake of Imam Hussein, I'm not going to do it. We forget. You don't even remember what you did at the first day of Muharram or even yesterday. They don't forget about this. مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَى. You did this much good for Imam Hussein and Ahlul Bayt, they remember. They'll pay it back. They are Kareem. You remember I always say, if your son helps you this much, because of your, parent, you help this much. You help me this much, I'm going to help you this much. Because you are Kareem, you have to be better than them. We help Imam Hussein this much, he's going to come back with us. I come and help you those moments that you really need help. Imam Rasul ﷺ says, those who come to ziyarat of myself, كُلُّهُمْ نُورٌ وَاحِدٌ. Those who came to ziyarat of myself one time, 3 times I come to their ziyarat. One day put them in the grave. How horrible and scary is that moment. At the time of judgment, at the time of sirat, I come and help them. Those moments that we truly need them, and Ahlul Bayt to come in. Shafi, intercessors. You came, you forgot about this. You forgot how many times you cried for Imam Hussein. Those drop of tears that came out of your beautiful face for the sake of Imam Hussein. They don't forget. They don't forget. They already signed all these things. Children, adult, teenagers, doesn't matter. They remember all these things you did. You showed Ya Hussein. If we were in Karbala, he would have definitely come to support you and to help you. At least we are pretending, huh? You see, we came 2 months. How many of you guys, you talk to Imam Hussein this way? You see, we came 2 months in your majalis. If we were in Karbala, we would have come to help you as well. We would have come to help you. Be proud of this love of Hussein in your heart. See this love as a shield. See this love as an honor and izzah. I'm not going to do anything to scratch this honor and this love. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to protect it. I want to keep it safe. For no one you come 2 months in anyone's majlis. The most beloved one of you passes away, you don't go 2 months in the majlis. You don't even go 10 days. 1 day, 2 days, say Yom, and everything, that's it, At the end, it says, we're tired, we're not going to. 2 months you came for the majalis of Imam Hussein. And you're saying farewell to majalis of Imam Hussein by extending it a little bit longer, right? They remember these things. Allah knows, and in this dunya, inshallah, they bless you, your family, and your children, and in akhirah, how much they support you. It's up to us now that if you could see the nur and light in your heart and in your face, they gave it to us. They gave it to you. Me, no, you guys. They gave it to you, this light. It's up to you how to keep it safe, so they don't steal it from you. They don't take it away from you. Ya Hussein, if we were in Karbala, we would wish that we could come and be between Shimr and Khuli and Sukaina and Ruqayya. When they were going to hit them, we wish we could stand between these two so they wouldn't hurt your children, Hussein. We know that if these sisters were in Karbala, when Zainab, she helped everyone to get on Mahmal, it was usually like this. When she was going to get on Mahmal and on the camel, Abul Fazl Abbas, Imam Hussein, Ali Akbar, they were coming to help Zainab to get on the camel and Mahmal. But after the shahadat of everyone, Zainab helped everyone, Aqilatul Arab. She helped everyone to get on Mahmal. Now she's on the ground. She wants to get on the camel. She looks around. Where is Abbas? Where is Ali Akbar? Where is Hussein? Where are my maharim to help? If our sisters were there, if this little elder Seyeds were there, they would help this mahram day on Zainab salamullahi alayha. How many masa'ib? If these brothers were in Karbala, when Ali Akbar said, Ya Akha, when Ali Akbar says, oh father, Ya Abata, come and help me, these brothers were going and help Ali Akbar of Hussein. When Hussein says, Jawanan Bani Hashim, or youth of Bani Hashim, come and help me, for 2 reasons. Because 1, Hussein doesn't have any more energy to take Ali to Khayma. 2nd, because of the body of Ali Akbar is Irba is in different pieces. Hussein cannot take him back to Khayma by himself. When he said, youth of Bani Hashim, come and help, if these youth were in Karbala, they were going to help Hussein. If you were in caravan of Hussein, you were rotating around Zainab and children of Hussein to help them. Ya Hussein, if we were in Karbala, the moment that you said, Hal min nasirani ansuruni, is there anyone who wants to come and help us, the haram of Rasulullah, these brothers and sisters will have come inshallah to help you, Ya Hussein. We can't, we hear and we cannot control, we cry for you. If we were there to see that Ali Asghar on your hand, he is shaking and you got the blood, you throw to the sky and you said, Allahumma taqabbal minna, we would have not tolerated Hussein if we were there. Hussein, 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 if we were in Karbala, Hussein, when Abdullah ibn Hassan came, I'm summarizing all mazhab that you heard all these 2 months. If we were in Karbala, when Abdullah ibn Hassan, this young child of Imam Hassan, ran towards you, he shed his hand in front of the sword of Malun. He said, I do not let you kill my uncle Hussein. He brought his sword down and he cut the hands of Abdullah. If we were there, Hussein, we would have helped Abdullah by stretching our hands, not letting that hurt the hands of Abdullah. Labbaik ya Hussein, you know our hearts. Hussein, help us today in our life to support Imam of our time, Hussein. Hussein, if we were in Karbala, Hussein, if you let us go to Karbala, If you give us tawfiq to go to Karbala in Bain al-Haramain, we would shout and say labbaik ya Hussein to your call when you said hal min nasirin yansuruni. Hussein, these brothers and sisters, 2 months they came to this majlis. We usually say if there is a majlis, Ya Hussein, come to this majlis. One of the Urafa was saying nicely, he said it's impossible to have majlis for Hussein without inayat and tawfiq from Hussein to have it. Of course, if you have majlis in your house, in your center, Hussein give you this tawfiq to have it. Hussein, brothers and sisters, 2 months of azar. Ya Hussein, take a look, a vilayati look to our community, to these brothers and sisters and children. Assalamu alaikum ya Abu Abdullah. When I want to do salah, say salam. It might be the last salam of majalis of azar of these 2 months. This time it tawajjuh inshallah. Assalamu alaikum ya Abu Abdullah wa ala al-arwah allati hallat bifnaik alayka minni سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر الأهد مني لزيارتكم. Inshallah, this is not the last ziyarah that you say for Hussein. Altogether, see yourself in Karbala. Assalamu ala Hussein. 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 Wa'ala. One more time, inshallah, with the niyat of vida. Assalamu ala al-Hussein wala Ali ibn al-Hussein wala awlad al-Hussein wala ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون. The best time of the majlis, the time of dua, inshallah. اللهم بحق الحسين أجل وليك الفرج العافية والنصر ومج في عمره الشريف وزين الأرض بطول بقائه واجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره وشيعته يا رحمن يا رحيم ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. Ya Allah, we ask you for the sake of the best of your ibad and your servant, give us tawfiq to be active and be among the supporters of our Imam and the zuhur of our Imam. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, help our children, make them successful in dunya wal akhirah. Ya Allah, remove obstacles towards the istijabat of our dua. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, accept all these qalil tawassulat and majalis from all of us. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, whoever are under difficulties, problems, issues around the world, provide opportunities for their freedom. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, whoever is hurting Islam and Muslimin and are against the path of Islam and Ahlul Bayt, send their evil back to themselves. Those who are supporting Islam and Muslimin, give them long life with izzah and honor. Those who are sick, Ya Allah, cure them, and those who passed away, send the thawab and reward out of our majlis and our gatherings to their soul. Mawtam Hussein. Hussein.
Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein. असगर मैं तेरी माँ हूँ, اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں۔ میرے لاڈلے کہاں ہو، میرے لاڈلے کہاں ہو، سینے تمہیں لگاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں۔ بیٹا تمہارا قاتل میرے سامنے کھڑا ہے، جانے کیوں ہنس رہا ہے، چادر بھی لٹ چکی ہے، منہ کس طرح چھپاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، تیری ماں ہوں۔ تیرے جھولے کو سکینہ رو رو کے چومتی ہے، تجھے گھر میں ڈھونڈتی ہے، تیری موت کی خبر میں کیسے اسے سناؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں، اصغر میں میری ماں ہوں۔ میری جان جا رہی ہے یہ سوچ سوچ اصغر، اس پھول سے گلے پر یہ تیر کیسے جھیلا، بہنوں کو کیا بتاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں۔ نیزے سے سر گر رہا ہے نانا سا سر تمہارا، روتا ہے دل ہمارا، میرے ہاتھ تو بندھے ہیں، سر کس طرح اٹھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں۔ جھولے کے ساتھ بیٹا میرے ہاتھ جل گئے ہیں، ظالم بھی ہنس رہے ہیں، تیری آخری نشانی کس طرح سے بچاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں، آ جاؤ چاند میرے، تیری پیاس میں بجھاؤں، اصغر میں تیری ماں ہوں۔ मेरे लाडले कहाँ हो, मेरे लाडले कहाँ हो, सीने तुम्हें लगाऊं, असगर मैं तेरी माँ हूँ। आ जाओ चांद मेरे, तेरी प्यास मैं बुझाऊं, असगर मैं तेरी माँ हूँ। आ जाओ चांद मेरे, तेरी प्यास मैं बुझाऊं, असगर मैं तेरी माँ हूँ। यासिन 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 यासिन, अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद।
सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि या रसूल अल्लाह, सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि या हबीब अल्लाह, अस्सलामु अलैका या अमीर अल-मुअमिनीन व या वसी रसूल रब्बिल आलमीन, अस्सलामु अलैका या फातिमा अज़-ज़हरा सय्यदत निसाल आलमीन, अस्सलामु अलैका या हसन इब्न अली अय्युहल मज़लूम, अस्सलामु अलैका या हुसैन इब्न अली अय्युहश शहीद बिकरबला, अस्सलामु अलैका या अली इब्न अल-हुसैन ज़ैनुल आबिदीन, अस्सलामु अलैका या मुहम्मद इब्न अली अल-बाग़िर इल्मुन नबिय्यीन, अस्सलामु अलैका या जअफ़र इब्न मुहम्मद अस-सादिक़, अस्सलामु अलैका या मूसा इब्न जअफ़र अल-काज़िम, अस्सलामु अलैका या अली इब्न मूसा ar-रिज़ा al-मुर्तज़ा, अस्सलामु अलैका या मुहम्मद इब्न अली अल-जवाद, अस्सलामु अलैका या अली इब्न मुहम्मद अल-हादी, अस्सलामु अलैका या हसन इब्न अली अल-अस्करी, सल्लल्लाहु अलैका या साहिब अज़्ज़मान या इमाम अल-इंस वल-जान या शरीक अल-क़ुरआन, अल-अमान व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहु। इजमाअन सलवात।